So I was talking to my dad, and he was telling me a story about one of my aunties, where my auntie had told him about my mom. He said this multiple times, but it's just, you know, niggas do weird shit like, and I say that. Let me calm down too. It was a dude in my comment too that told me stop saying nigga. Like he don't want to hear somebody saying nigga 1,000 times. I do say nigga a lot, but yeah, it was. So I'm gonna try to slow down. I gotta work on the shit. I can't make it too perfect, but I'm working on it. But anyways, you know, my dad, him and my mom was having issues. I remember when I was young. I remember this. This is just a true story. So I was like 3 years old, and y'all should know what a dolly is for when you move and stuff. So my dad had a dolly in his kitchen, and it had a chain on it. And I remember my mom and my dad was arguing about something. But this is how I want to show you how smart kids are. My hand got stuck in the chain and it locked my hand up. And it was like, I don't know what it was doing, but I remember crying. I was, I'm fucked up. My mom and my dad arguing, and they not coming to get me. And I remember the feeling of, I don't fuck with these two people. Like, I remember I made that decision in my head at 3 years old. Just to, like, I don't know the expression, but I know, like, these motherfuckers is not getting my arm out this thing. And I'm looking at them, I'm crying, I'm screaming, little motherfucker baby. I'll never forget this shit. That shit shocked like some type of engram in me. And I just knew when I was looking at them and they didn't come, when I was crying, I said, I don't fuck with these people. Like, I knew, like, on baby terms, like some goo-goo gaga, I don't want to fuck with y'all. Real shit. You ever see a baby? That's what I knew as a little baby. I don't fuck with y'all too. Deadass. And it got like that. And I think that's probably why, real shit, I didn't call my mom for a long time. I called her by her name. Her name is Carolyn. So, you know, my sister used to get mad. And I didn't understand it as I got older. But I'm pretty sure that's probably why. Or it was either that, you know, I'm just hearing them call. My dad always called my mom by her name, Carolyn. And then I didn't call my dad too. My dad, I called him by his nickname. So I used to always say his name. Somebody called the phone, but I call him the name that they said on the phone. You know, they be like, whoop whoop there. I go, hey, say my dad, you know, his nickname, shit. But anyway, my dad's nickname is Sonny, so I be like, Sonny. I be like, Sonny. The phone, little ass kid and shit. I didn't call my dad that. I didn't call my mom. I called her Carolyn. So my sister used to make fun of it. Like, I'll be a little kid. They used to make fun of how I used to call my mom. I used to be like, Carolyn. Carolyn. Calling my mom and shit. They used to be mad. Like, let that been us. She would have fucked us up. We called her by her name. They got their ass whipped type shit. I got my ass whipped too by my mom too. She used to fuck me up too. But anyways, back to the story. So my dad was married to my mom, and they had my brother before me. So my auntie tells my dad one day, I don't know exactly how it went, but my dad has said this multiple times. And you know, it's really, I realized, because I used to argue with my dad, like when I was young, I used to be real bad. I used to like snap on my dad, especially because he used to talk about my mom, and I just didn't understand. All it was that nigga was really hurt. That's what it was. Didn't understand it. So, you know, a little kid growing up, you know, mentality going around uploading niggas in the hood and shit. So I don't talk about my mama. So it got to that point, you know, I'm like, hey, nigga, don't talk about my mama. Like, nigga, stop talking about my mom. Like, I used to get tired of that shit. 5 years old to where I can really understand that's all he was doing, just talking about my mom. So that shit used to get irritating. So anyways, back to this. My auntie tells my dad that my brother don't look like him. And I'm sitting in there like, why the fuck would you tell him that? You know, they all old and shit, but just going back, if I was around during that time, it's like, shut the fuck up. I don't say no shit like that. Tell somebody the baby don't look like you and all this shit. And then it was just that. And then it's like, my mom used to be running around and shit. Like, my uncles used to have, you know, other dudes coming around and shit that my mom messing with and shit like that. I'm like, damn, like, it's some cold shit, you know, bringing people to my dad's house and all that, and her other baby daddies, and, you know, my dad going to work, and it's like the ultimate disrespect. Like, he going to work. It's niggas and shit coming over here to where they think they got some right just because they the baby daddy of these kids. And niggas, baby daddies do feel like this. I be feeling like this too with when it comes to my baby mom. She got two other baby daddies. I'm the first baby daddy, so I feel like a little seniority around here. I'm B100. Niggas be feeling like that. So it's like, yeah, I'm big baby daddy around here. You know, I go shake the other baby daddy. Hey, what's up with you? Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Talking to my kid, let's roll. I got the oldest kid, hey, big baby daddy around here. For real. Y'all niggas is after. It be like that. I'm being 100. It be like that. Y'all niggas is always just, what y'all got going on? I ain't worried about her, nigga. You, that's you now. I'm cool. You, that's all you. Shit. Anyways, so you know the baby daddy's coming around and they over here talking my dad like, hey, well, why I can't come around? My dad's like, y'all ain't finna be fucking coming and chilling in my shit while I'm at work. What kind of sense do that make? If I, like, honestly, God, like, if it was me and I was my dad, like, real shit. My dad literally wanted the best for my mom. He took life serious. He went through the change how I changed. Like, my dad used to be a dog ass nigga too. He told me his story. What the fuck is this on my head? Keep saying this. I thought I got that motherfucker. I got crust. I gotta go wash my face and shit like a motherfucker. Anyways, so you know, it's like he didn't change the shit. So tell my mom, you know, trying to be a loyal nigga. They married. So it's like, yo, baby, they finna be coming around here. So he tell them simple, like, y'all ain't finna be coming on my shit, just chilling like my shit, the kick it spot. Y'all want to come around, get a court order. Then y'all can get some vegetation to see your kids. My dad was like that. It's like, hey, get a court order and shit. Other than that, y'all ain't finna just be coming and chilling at a nigga shit and think just because, you know, y'all got kids and you coming to see your kids, you finna chill out my shit? Hell no. You got me fucked up. Then on top of that, if it was me, I'd be like, hey, yo, what is you doing? You don't do no disrespectful ass shit like that. Then I'm about to check the brothers too. I'll beat the fuck out your brothers. Dead ass. I'm looking at if I was in my dad's room being 100. Like, nigga, y'all bringing all these dudes around, and I'm married to y'all sister, and y'all just let her do what she want to do and let your homies try to get on and we married? Run that. Y'all niggas too disrespectful. Being 100. So it's like, damn, you know, listening to my dad now that I'm old, I'm like, oh, damn, he was just hurt. That's why I used to talk so much shit about my mom and shit. It's just like, you know, my mom on the county. He trying to tell her get off the county and be on the get off the welfare and work, and you know, trying to get life insurance policies. He had got $100,000 policy on himself, and he got one on my mom. My mom snapped on him, you know, and that's the same characteristic I had when I first heard about the policy. I'm like, nigga, I ain't thinking about dying. Mom, you know, as soon as I turn 18, you can take over this life insurance policy. Man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. I ain't thinking about dying, nigga. Fuck that life insurance policy. That's how I was. I was like that. And then I got older, you know, 27, I started understanding, reading up, like, oh, realize, like, damn, my dad's a real nigga. He had the whole life insurance policy. It got cash value. Like, you don't even have to take over. You could sell it. Real nigga. So I'm like, man, I go see the cash value. I'm like, oh, this nigga was a real nigga. Real, like, damn. Then it clicked, like, oh, my dad was trying to look out. Because it's like, if you don't have a life insurance policy on you, when you die, you're going to be out there. What the sign? You know, this ain't the sign, but we just gonna advertise it. Car wash. Anything helps. And then they got the little picture of little Ray Ray on whoever done died because they ain't got no life insurance policy to cover it. That's what I was just talking with my daughter. Like, gave a dude $6. I think gave people $40, $60. Hook them up because it be like that. You know, if you start off small, when someone is born, a life insurance policy is cheap. Like, my dad got mine at $6. They trying to get me to update bad. I'm not upgrading, updating my shit, none of that. They want me to put my kid, they know I got kids, they want me to put my kids on. Nah, fuck out of here with that. We ain't doing, I got a good life insurance policy. It's straight. Simple as that. And it's $6 funky ass dollars. Fuck out of here. Upgrading ain't no need to upgrade. My dad knew what he was doing when he got it, because he told me, like, you can't beat that. Like, when y'all was born, they offered to it. You can't beat that. You can't. So, anyway, it's just like, man, look, women are weird, you know, and I just realized, like, my dad just was heartbroken, you know, and that's just what it is. You know, my dad been married 3 times and it didn't work out, and, you know, wives being on the county, and he had one wife. It was his first wife. Her mom told her daughter that my dad ain't gonna never be nothing. And, you know, he just, you know, she can do better without him. And, you know, shit about just going to get on the county and all that shit. You know, my dad beat the odds that was against him. He retired now, you know. And it was to the point, too, like, when he retired, that I got Social Security just because he retired until I turned, I think I had it till about 19. Then I was supposed to continue school. But, like, the school, I was ditching and doing all type of crazy shit. So they knew I was just trying to go to school just to get that Social Security and shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm up there. Son, can y'all sign these papers? They don't want to sign them because I'm over there gang banging. I'm all doing all type of wild shit. I'm ditching and all type of shit. So I'm trying to make it like, yeah, I'm going to class. Sign these papers. You feel me? His first wife got it. And this is another thing that's scandalous too, because my dad was a real dad. You know, he's saving up all this money for me. I had racks when, you know, in this bank account saved up, and then you know it ended up doing some shit. My mom trying to get custody of me whole time because she know I got this money. I don't know what the fuck they fighting over. I'm cool and I like things the way it is. Like I go to my dad's every weekend. I'm at my mom's Monday through Friday, go to school and shit. And you know I ain't trying to bash my mom to an extent, but it made me mad because you know the whole thing is them fighting over my money. My dad not fighting over it. He just tell me like, oh, don't go in there lying. Just tell him the truth. So I tell him, the fucking lawyer asked me, how do you like things? I like things the way they are. That's what I said. And the way things was go to my mom. I mean, I'm at my mom and I go to my dad every weekend. But my dad controlling my money. Now, if I would have knew they were going to give my damn mom the money, I'd have been like, no, keep it with my dad. Because I know how my dad is. He's responsible. Simple as that. My mom got my shit, spent my whole shit up. I'm sitting over there tripping on my mom like, hey, where's my money at? Like, you over there spending up all my shit. I remember one time she took $1,000 out of my money. Nigga, I see the 1,000. I take the whole motherfucking 1,000. Nigga, I get in trouble. I'm walking around my hood of racks. Nigga, I'm like maybe 11. Nigga, my mom called one of my big homies, mama. I'm over at their house. Tell Jesse get his ass back to this motherfucking house. And I'm over there showing $1,000. I go back home tripping. Walking that door. Boy, where that money at? I'm like, it's my money. The hell you talking about? It is my money, man. My dad saved that shit up for me. My mom spent that whole shit, bro. Didn't have nothing. I can understand, like, maybe my mom had debts and all that, but, you know, they was all doing a little social security, doing a little Section 8 and all that little low-income schemes and shit. They was all doing that shit, bro. Like, so it's like, I'm just being truthful. Like, family will see this and get offended, but it's like, you know, in reality, I give a lot of people gems. Y'all join my digital community, especially family, I'm going to look out and take care of as my wealth generates and shit, but it's just facts, you know. Some people don't know, and then you got people who want to scheme on the welfare system. I mean, let's be 100. I got a video too that me and my girl just talking about that because she was reading some girl TikTok and saying like, oh, if you women didn't get tax credits and y'all didn't get all this, who would be real mothers? Because you have mothers bashing fathers, bro, and they be on welfare system talking crazy. And it's like, you know, they go work jobs and all that and then quit just so they can get a tax credit. I mean, let's be 100. You know, I'm dealing with that shit on a personal level in my personal life, you know, being a parent, you know. Nigga gotta figure it out, you know. Baby moms and shit turn 18, 19 with the kids and get the whole benefits. Nigga, I'm sitting up here, I gotta go figure it out. You know, it's what it is. But I ain't gonna rant too much on that, but I had a little quick little story and shit. But on top of that, I'm finna get back to giving some educational gems. You know, we've been going through a little transition in our little lifestyle right now, and gonna make some videos later on. I got a couple of videos to make, and I gotta work on myself too to make sure that I stop saying nigga as much. You know, because the dude told me like he understands how to love or something like that, but he's like, I don't want to be watching videos. I can't subscribe if all I hear you saying is just nigga 1,000 times. I'm like, yeah, you know, that makes sense. Because I do the same thing like when I be listening to rappers, like nigga, like rappers that use the word nigga 1,000,000 times in a song. Caught that nigga, hit him with the clip, shot that nigga and his bitch, told that nigga he ain't shit. Hey nigga, I'm flipping bricks. Like real shit. That's what niggas do. It nigga around nigga with anything, but it be going. But you know, I'm gonna work on it. I can't, cause it's such a habit. So I'm gonna work on it. And then as time goes on, I'm gonna get better at having a conversation and not ranting too much, snapping on these people. But I ain't gonna make no promises, but y'all see the improvement, and I'll be trying. I'll get better over time. But anyways, I'm out. I'm gone. Appreciate it. Y'all stay up.